Do you really think that praising me, praising Grace, criticizing Grace, flirting with me, kissing me, asking if we're okay, talking about the wedding picture, talking about Italy, talking about work, talking about our apartment, talking about art, talking about my parents, talking about Grace's parents, criticizing me, flirting with Grace, kissing Grace, talking about marriage, talking about divorce, talking about sex, talking about therapy, talking about infidelity, almost always siding with Grace, acting inappropriately to me, acting inappropriately to Grace, acting like you're gonna leave, leaving the room on us, telling me I'm controlling, saying that Grace is controlling, saying that Grace is loving, telling me I'm not loved, saying that Grace is not loved, telling me I'm depressing, saying that Grace is depressing, telling me I'm depressed, saying that Grace is depressed, telling me I'm communicative, saying that Grace is communicative, telling me I'm not communicative, saying that Grace is not communicative, telling me I'm afraid, saying that Grace is afraid, telling me I'm not afraid, saying that Grace is not afraid, telling me I'm angry, saying that Grace is angry, telling me I'm not angry, saying that Grace is not angry, not defending me when I asked you if I was to blame, telling me to make art, telling Grace to make art, telling me to quit my job, telling Grace to quit her job, suggesting that we have more sex, suggesting that we get divorced, suggesting that we separate, suggesting that we have kids, suggesting that we get a pet, and worst of all, saying I need to be more loving, telling me I'm lying, saying that Grace is lying, telling me I'm to blame, saying that Grace is to blame, suggesting that I don't love Grace, suggesting that Grace doesn't love me, suggesting that I'm cheating on Grace, suggesting that Grace is cheating on me, suggesting that I'm cheating on Grace, suggesting that Grace is cheating on me, suggesting that I hate my parents, suggesting that I hate Grace's parents, suggesting that Grace hates my parents, suggesting that Grace hates her parents, but especially what you said about giving advice to your wife, but especially what you said about wanting the same thing as your husband, but especially what you said about how marriage is supposed to be the most important thing, but especially what you said about bringing up bad things from the past, but especially what you said about trying to change the other person, but especially what you said about having more in life and marriage, but especially what you said about saying yes to the other person, but especially what you said about believing what the other person is saying, but especially what you said about harmless flirting, but especially what you said about being in sync with each other in a marriage, and what you said about giving advice to your wife. And what you said about wanting the same thing as your husband. And what you said about how marriage is supposed to be the most important thing. And what you said about bringing up bad things from the past. And what you said about trying to change the other person. And what you said about having more in life and marriage. And what you said about saying yes to the other person. And what you said about believing what the other person is saying. And what you said about harmless flirting. And what you said about being in sync with each other in marriage. And you don't even say yes when I ask you if you want the truth. That it's all supposed to make me realize something about myself? That all that is supposed to help me understand something about myself? That I'm supposed to realize something about myself from all that? That we'll somehow realize something about our marriage? That all that is supposed to help us realize something about us? That we're supposed to now understand something about ourselves from all that? No, wait, let me finish. Let me finish. Is what you've said tonight supposed to add up somehow to something? Is all of that arguing intended to mean something? Or is what you said tonight supposed to add up somehow to something? Is what little you've said tonight supposed to add up somehow to something? Was the little you've said tonight intended to mean something? Or is the little you've said tonight supposed to add up to something meaningful? Or what? Is it? I just want a yes or no. Is it? Just give me a yes or no. This is not a trick question. Okay. Right. All right. No? Huh. I'm surprised you say that. I thought it did. No? Oh, I'm surprised. I would have said yes, it did mean something. No? Huh. Well, I thought it did add up to something, actually. No, I just want a yes or no. Just give me a yes or no. No, it doesn't add up to anything. No, actually, it doesn't add up to anything. No, it doesn't actually add up to anything. No, of course not. It doesn't add up to anything. No, you're right. It doesn't add up to anything. No, of course. It doesn't add up to anything. See, you haven't told me anything I didn't already know. So, you see, you haven't told me anything I didn't already know. I guess you didn't tell me anything I didn't already know. Don't leave yet. Don't leave now. Come back here. Are you ready for that? Don't run away. Get back here. Yes or no? Get back here. Don't try to hide. Don't hide. Get back here. Bullshit. You've been secretly painting? When? Jesus. Grace, I know you want to be an artist, but I could never be married to you if you were. I can't. I just can't. When I married you, see, I was sure I could convince you to give it up, to go into advertising. And I did it. And it worked. But now, I don't know, Grace. I don't know. You let me? What? An art major named Vince? You what? Oh, wow. I'm glad you finally told me. Grace, I've been having an affair. It's over now, though. With the client in Barcelona. I was lonely, Grace. But I regret it. I really, really regret it. Grace, I forced you to marry me, didn't I? When I proposed to you in front of your parents on Christmas Eve, and I knew you wouldn't be capable of saying no. Yes. Jesus. More? More? Wait, Grace, there's more. Wait, Grace, there's more. What? What? I'm gonna give you the truth too, Grace. I'm gonna give you the truth too, Grace. Jesus. Again? Okay, Grace, I have one more thing to say. Okay, Grace, I have one more thing to say. This is too much. Yeah. It was nice to see you. It's great you could come over, really. Thanks for coming over. It was fun. Look, we're glad you came over, but why don't you just go now? It's great you came over, but it's time to call it a night. Please, we'll see you later, okay? Bye. Night. Be safe. Take it easy. You were something else tonight. I cannot believe this. You really outdid yourself tonight. Me? What the hell were you thinking? What are you talking about? You were worse than me. That's bullshit. You're so out of touch with reality, it sickens me. You're out of your mind. Out of your goddamn mind. Okay. Look. All right. Look. We're actually fine. Everything's fine. We're fine. I think it's okay if you need to go. If you need to go, that's fine. Look, nothing's changed. We're fine. We'll see you out. We're fine. Nothing's changed. We'll see you out. Come on. The evening's over. There's nothing else to say. There's nothing else to say tonight. Look, we'll see you later, or whatever. So, I'll give you a buzz later, or something. All right. So, we'll see you at some point. Stay in touch. All right. Come on. Just go, please. Just go home. Okay. And no, you don't have to be nice anymore. We're fine. And there's no need to disagree or criticize us anymore. We're fine. And there's no need to be rude anymore. We're fine. Come out from there. No more need to be nice. Okay? No more need to be difficult. Okay? No more need to be rude. Okay? Please come back out here. Yes, it does change everything. Yes, it does change everything. I think it's over. No, it's over, Grace. Can't you see that? It's over, Grace. Don't you see that? I just told you something about me I should have said a long time ago. I can't be married to an artist.